Soul Garden.
Hello my friends, the Act 3 Video Orbit Report and now Audio Report on MP3 are both available at soulmart.me. You can dive deep into restoring justice in Libra and those deep boundaries we're cutting in Scorpio, plus information on the solar eclipse, all available at soulmart.me. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. Well, the sun now is in Libra. That is the sign of giving and receiving, ruled by Venus. That means we're all upgrading our justice and sense of fairness. We'll move from step 6 to step 12 this week. And this is basically at the high end potential for justice, which is why the world may be in a lot of negotiations right now. Now the moon will zip through Leo and Virgo, and then we have a new moon in Libra right away on Friday. Pretty powerful. And Saturday we're kind of having fun with that. The moon signs that are most affected by this in the light are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. But the moon signs on the dark side of the moon are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, moon signs that might be affected that way. Now, looking at the planets and how they affect our orbits, the chakras most affected, I think, of course, are the heart chakra. We got lots going on there. And with the moon in Lycast in Libra, that is a throat chakra Lycast. So people might have issues with their voice, issues with their throat, that sort of thing. Of course, Black Lilith and Jupiter are kind of wreaking havoc in the solar plexus, and that will be the case for a full year. And the sun is basically throat chakra and third eye and above, due to the fact that we're moving the sun in Libra and Scorpio now. So, people have congestion issues or migraine issues. This is where it kind of manifests right now. Now, looking at the planets themselves, we've got this trine going on from Black Lilith in Cancer up to Saturn, which means as you grow up and draw lines with yourself, you're doing instant karma upgrade, which is really nice, and getting past the past, I think, forever. Also, this may hold up business on Earth. This is a grand square or grand cross, however you look at it. But what it is forcing justice on Earth. The sun is opposing Uranus and Aries, and that is a battle between ego, fairness, and justice. But also tied up are our emotions, with Black Lilith trying to end the past and Pluto trying to change the rules. So things are moving forward in a big way on Earth, but on the inside of our lives, we are changing, and I have those details, of course, in each of your scopes. And then lastly, we've got this Black Lilith Grand Trine. So underneath all this non-movement on Earth, officially with business or legal or whatever, is unofficial, pure movement on the inside. This is the emotional currents going on. So as you draw boundaries with yourself with Saturn and Scorpio, you are instantly kind of ascending up with Neptune retrograde, so you're learning and spiritually able to find higher peace with yourself or greater sense of self-compassion, and that allows you to cut away Black Lilith at the bottom, cut away the emotional past, cut away basically your emotional karma, all right? So for the details of you and the specifics of you, we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Bulls, Tauruses, Taurus risings, the producers of the zodiac. So nice to see you. Thank you for your patience as I was on a quick hiatus to kind of get my lifestyle in order. In fact, I was trying to get a little bit ahead on what I'm about to teach you right now as far as what's next for the producers, the natural born manifestors of the zodiac. We're moving into the sun in Libra, and this is an area that you worked on a few years ago when Saturn went into Libra. So this was the last Saturn transit, trying to get your lifestyle in order, trying to find peace in your moment. Now since then, Saturn went into Scorpio, so Taurus and Taurus risings have been working on their marriage and life partnerships and strategic alliances. And so now that the sun is back in Libra, the question is, do you remember what you learned, from 2009 to 2013, basically? Do you remember what you learned, 2012? And that has to do with staying in balance in the moment. So we're going to return to balance in the moment. The universe has a grand square, as you saw in the open, or a grand cross, which basically forces you to move slowly, which is really, I think, a bit of a blessing in disguise for Taurus and Taurus risings, because in not being able to move too fast, you'll be able to see where your life is out of balance in the moment and restore balance to it. And balance is super key when you want to grow things or produce things that are in balance. And that's really what I learned in those years of Saturn in the 6th house or Saturn in Libra, which was that, wow, when I'm out of balance, everything I create is out of balance, and it's no fun to be on a waterbed with everybody jumping on the waterbed. That's what it felt like in my life. So what does that mean? Well, as we move into into this week, we're moving out of chapter 1 and chapter 2. This is about restoring balance with your 6 senses, restoring balance with your body, restoring balance with your moment. And that's what I took my hiatus for. I had to make sure I was in connection with my body so that I could stay in balance as I move forward with what I want to do in my life. As we move this week, we're going to move into performance, the part of giving and receiving of athletics, being a performer, being able to really run your life like clockwork and run your life in balance and in harmony. And that's what we're going for here. This week, we're going to move from intuiting what should my lifestyle be, what do I need to live, what kind of a moment do I live, to Lycast day, which is where you're going to heal your body if it needs any final healing. You're going to also heal your work style, heal your moment, and then the week ends on step 12, which is exploring a new potential lifestyle for yourself. One of the big stories right now is your mirage and taking responsibility for your boundaries with yourself. All this cannot happen unless you don't. We've got Venus opening up potential at the high end, so you're taking a lot of risk. You're opening up to total new something. Saturn at 10 degrees is holding steady like an anchor, saying, okay, we're going to open up to total new potential, and we're going to hold and not go back to the old mirage or the old way of relating or the old relationships or the ex-wife or the old ex-husband or girlfriend. The North Node's at 8 degrees, so the universe is really massaging, hey, let's remember our commitment, 8 degrees in our mirage. And then below there, which disappeared already, is Mercury. Our thoughts now move into Scorpio. Mercury's going to go all the way through Scorpio, then retrograde again. So it's a pretty intense Mercury-Scorpio this year. So taking a look at this week's graphics, and this week, we have Lycast day this week. We move from step 6 to step 12 over the course of the week. That means for you restoring peace in your daily lifestyle, restoring peace in your health, all the way to now exploring with a nice foundation of health and balance underneath oneself. And how does one stay in balance in the moment, especially when you're a producer, when you're here to grow things out of balance? I mean, Taurus and Taurus risings are the abundant souls. So how do we be abundantly balanced? That was one of the things I had a problem with. How do I keep growing Soul Garden but stay in balance the whole time? It's quite a trick. So looking at the whole week, Jupiter's at 18 degrees. So you must, through the whole week with Jupiter at 18 in Cancer, your attitude must be a proactive, feel-good attitude. So a feel-good attitude all week long. Saturn says you must love and trust and not go back to the old mirage. Uranus says you must hold your inner faith. Hold it. Love and trust means hold it, do not go back, do not waver. And Neptune retrograde all week at 3 degrees says listen and explore for other voices. Keep an open spiritual mind to where you land in society and how you land in society. Keep an open spiritual mind. So this whole week we're working on lifestyle. Sunday you're going to feel at home. It's a nesting and resting transit with the moon in Leo. You'll feel nesting and resting on Monday too. So nesting and resting on Sunday and Monday. And what you're doing is you're intuiting and trying to restore balance and order to your daily life. By Tuesday, your daily life and health should be restored. You're feeling hopefully rested, and your inner child is starting to come out by the end of the day with the moon in Virgo. It's time to stop and decide and commit to the lifestyle that you want. Notice the moon moves into Virgo, so your inner child is coming out to say, hey, when it comes to lifestyle, we want serious joy, right? We want fun all the time, right? So the inner child comes out on Tuesday. Listen to him or her, all right? On Wednesday, you want to act on that new lifestyle. So you want to move forward with those plans. The moon is in Virgo now, so your inner child is really alive. And hopefully the lifestyle you are creating is one that allows love and joy to happen every moment. My personal mantra for lifestyle is it's got to feel like a vacation. I want to feel like when I leave my bedroom in the morning, I'm on vacation. I always want to feel that way. To me, that sets the tone for how I want to feel and what balanced means. And when you're on vacation, you're usually pretty balanced. It's like you have time for everything, right? And that's, to me, one of the secrets. So you're taking action on that new life or stepping out of what's damaging or not good on Wednesday. And the moon in Virgo is your inner child is empowering you and you're feeling strong. On Thursday, you're loving and trusting everything will be okay. And on Thursday, this is when the Sun and Uranus come to a full opposition of loving and trusting. So your inner faith, you are loving and trusting in your higher self on Thursday, that everything will be fine. It's a higher inner faith. You're innovating your faith and saying, yes, I know. I have no proof, but I know. I know inside. And then in reality, you're holding and saying, I see no results, but I know. So Thursday is a love and trust, and the moon is in Virgo and moving into Libra. So on Friday, we have Lycast Day. This is the most powerful day of the month to set emotional intentions. The new moon, the sun and moon come together to form a very powerful of I love and I feel, sun and moon, I love, I feel. And they come together and it's in lifestyle. So this particular year, it's at 11 degrees, which means it's a healing vibration of restoring integrity inside and preparing for integrity outside. Preparing, which means once we feel of integrity on the inside, we will see integrity come by law of attraction on the outside. So Lycast Day is really putting the finishing touches on feeling integrity here on the inside of your spirit and where you're going and in your lifestyle, and maybe cutting away the things that your heart isn't involved in, and making space in your life for your heart's true desires, for your serious joy, making space for all that. That's what Lycast Day is. And so you love, hold, and trust, and hold space. Of course, I send out videos to those in GA to help you with Lycast Day. And then on Saturday, we're loving and trusting and running free. So Saturday is a real fun day. The real head of the week is that turning point is Thursday with holding and loving and trusting, and then Friday setting a strong intention, and then Saturday we're exploring with that new potential, exploring the options. And the moon is in Libra, so you're very hyper aware Friday and Saturday, very hyper aware. Treat your health super well. Now remember, we used to do a sneak peek of next week. Well, I'm doing that again. Here's a sneak peek of next week, where after all of this, after holding that, having Lycast Day, you'll see immediate results on Sunday. Then we have Love Fest Day on the following Tuesday, and already by Thursday, you are making some serious commitments to what you want to do next. Now, I'm going to drop down to earth and show you a couple of things, and then come back for what I call the Serious Joy Toy. This is a new little feature I have always at the end of the show. So first, let's look at this announcement. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Witecki Theater, the serene environment I've created for meditations and products, including the Act 3 Orbit Reports. And that's what I'm talking about today. For just $11.11, I will guide you for over 30 minutes on Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, giving you a nice forecast of what's to come. And believe it or not, on 11/11/2013, there'll be a lot of change. You have to watch or listen to find out. So please help us by downloading your copy at soulmart.me. And now to your Serious Joy Toy. All right, Taurus and Taurus risings. The Serious Joy Toy is something I'm doing where I want to give you something to play with, an idea to toy with for the entire week. And this idea for you to toy with is designed to kind of help you step into where I believe you want to be in energetics. And I'm a big believer in having fun and having a joyful time the whole way. So the Serious Joy Toy is your little imaginary toy that I give Taurus and Taurus risings for the week to think about. And this week it is, what would the life of the Dalai Lama be like? What if you were the Dalai Lama? Now, I don't mean imprisoned, and I don't mean running from exile and that part of it, but I just mean that if you were living a holy life where you were here to be a holiness, his or her holiness, females count, incidentally, with holiness. If you were going to live a holy life, which to me is Libra, right? So Tauruses and Taurus risings have Libra in the 6th house. They're meant to live very, very balanced, very, very, not so much holy, but if you were holy, you would have to be balanced. And therein lies your Serious Joy Toy. Imagine this whole week that you are the Dalai Lama or a Dalai Lama. You are a holiness. How would that affect your lifestyle choices? All right, Taurus and Taurus risings, I love you. Have a great week. Namaste, and live, love, be. I'm convinced at this ripe age of 22 that so funny. Actually,